Hi, I'm Freddie Roach. I'm a boxing trainer, and today we're going to give you an advanced lesson on how to box. I had the greatest trainer in the world, I think, Eddie Fudge, teach me how to box and how to do this sport. He trained me as a professional for 9 years. I had 54 pro fights, 150 amateur fights. And, you know, I started boxing when I was 6 years old, so boxing is my life, and it's what I do. I have the Wildcard Boxing Club in Hollywood, California, and I get to the gym at 9 o'clock every morning, I go home at 8 o'clock every night. People say, how can you spend that much time in the gym? I says, well, this is what I do, and this is my life. And I've had 17 world champions so far, and Eddie Fudge has had 22, and I'm chasing him, but we'll see if I can get a few more in the near future, I hope. But again, Eddie was a great teacher. He taught me a lot about the game, inside and outside of the ring. And as I was a pretty good fighter, you know, again, I had a lot of fights. I fought Bobby Chacon for the title, Hector Camacho, and I had a lot of good experience and so forth. But then, when I retired from boxing, I became Eddie Fudge's assistant about a year later. Virgil Hill was getting ready for a fight. He was a sparring partner for James Shula. And so James Shula had all this attention in his corner. Eddie was training both guys, and Virgil came back to the corner in sparring one day, and he had nobody in his corner. So I went up there, gave him some advice, gave him a drink of water, and Virgil asked me if I would help him out, and that's how it all happened. I mean, I had no clue after my boxing career that I would be involved in boxing anymore in my life. I thought it was over. And then Virgil asked me to help him out because Eddie was busy with Larry Holmes and Ken Norton, all these other guys, these big heavyweight champions. So Virgil became my first champion when I was 27 years old. And I think I was the youngest trainer to become champion. And it was a great moment. I mean, I wanted to be champion of the world when I was a fighter, of course. I mean, that's every fighter's goal. I think that should be every fighter's goal. If you can't be world champion, I don't think you should be in this sport. I mean, there's easier ways to make a living. But, you know, I fought for the title with 2 champions. I came up a little bit short. Again, I wish I could have been world champion, but I just wasn't at that level. I was just a little bit below it. And I tried my best. And I gave everything I did to boxing. And then becoming a trainer, though, with Eddie Fudge, you know, I was Eddie's assistant again for 5 years, and Virgil was my first champion. And just helping him get to that point was great. I mean, I felt so good that night when he won the world title. He was a 4-1 dog. He knocked out Leslie Stewart in the 4th round. And it was a great moment in my life. I think probably the best. I was very happy, and it was almost like winning a world championship myself, but, well, not quite that, but at least I had a guy that I represented that he became world champion. And so since that time, I've been put in the Hall of Fame for my training, and I was Trainer of the Year in 2003. And you know, like people like to say, boxing's been very good to me. I mean, I go back home to where I grew up in the projects in Dedham, Massachusetts, and you know, a lot of people say, oh, you're lucky you get out and so forth. And I think it's just a choice in life. We all have that choice to get out of poverty or whatever. We just make that choice to better ourselves, and that's what I want to be. So you know, boxing again has been good to me. It's my life. It's what I do, and I'm going to show you today. I'm going to show you some technique, some real advanced stuff that Mr. Fudge taught me, and he made me what I am today. And we'll start a little bit on the punch mitts, and we'll go from there.